Is it, please follow this, is it thought identifies itself with the body, with the name, with the form, with all the memories, and says, death must be avoided. Right? So is that what we are afraid of? The coming to an end, a body that has been looked after, cared for, if you care for it. Coming to dies. I don't think we are afraid of that, especially. We are a little bit slightly anxious about it. But that is not the great importance. But what is far more important for us is to end the relationships that we have had, the pleasures that we have had, the memories, pleasant and unpleasant, the thing that we call living, right? The daily living, going to the office, factory, doing some skillful job, having a family, being attached to the family, with all the memories of that family, my son, my daughter, my wife, my husband, that unit, which is fast disappearing. But there is that feeling of being related to somebody. Though that in that relationship there is great pain, anxiety and all the rest of it, it's there. I am at home with somebody. Or you are not at home with anybody. If you are not at home with anybody, then that has its own sorrow. So is that what we are afraid of? The ending of my relationship, my attachments, the ending of something I have known, something to which I have clung, something in which I have specialized all my life. And all that, I'm afraid of ending it. Right? That is, the ending of all that is me. Right? All that, the family, the name, the form, the tradition, the inheritance, cultural education, the racial inheritance, all that is me. Me that's struggling, me that is happy, the me that... Is that what we are afraid of? The ending of me, which is all that. Which is the ending psychologically of the life which I am leading. The life which I know psychologically, with its pains or all that. Is that what we are afraid of? And if we are afraid of that, and have not resolved that fear, death inevitably comes. And what happens to your consciousness? Please listen. What happens to that consciousness, which is not your consciousness, which we went into pretty thoroughly? It is the consciousness of mankind, consciousness of the vast humanity, not my consciousness. We went into that very carefully. I won't go into it, I haven't time. So, please see, as long as I am afraid, as an individual with my limited consciousness, it is that I'm afraid of, right? You following this? It is that which I am scared of. And to avoid that, I go through all kinds of nonsense, Gabriel and all that stuff. And one realizes that's not a fact, right? It is not a fact that my consciousness is totally separate from everybody else, right? It's an illusion, it's an absurdity, illogical. It's unsanitary, unhealthy. It is so. Follow this carefully. I realize this. Perhaps in my heart, in my feeling, I realize that I am the whole of mankind, not an individual consciousness that's too silly, illogical, it's no meaning. And I, who have lived this kind of life, which is pain, which is sorrow, which is anxiety, all that, if my brain has not transformed some of all that, my life is only adding further confusion to the wholeness. You understand? I wonder if you understand.